Hello, I'm Ranjay Kamal Kumaris, Assistant Professor, Mawari College, Ranchi. Today I'm going to discuss planned and unplanned change of MBA Semester 4 HR Specialization Subject, Organizational Change and Development. Let's start with the help of PPT. Well, let's have a look. This is the course details. Organizational change. Before learning planned and unplanned change, we must know what is organizational change that I'm going to discuss first. Then I'll come to planned and unplanned change, right? Organizational change. Any alteration which occurs in the overall work environment of an organization is organizational change. When an organizational system is disturbed by some internal or external force, the change may occur. The change is modification in the structure or process of a system that may be good or even bad. It disturbs the existing equilibrium or status quo in an organization. The change in any part of the organization may affect the whole of the organization, various other parts of the organization in varying degrees of speed and significance. It may affect people, structure, technology, and other elements of an organization. It may be proactive and reactive in nature. Stimulating factors or forces to change. There are a number of specific, even obvious factors which will necessitate movement from the status quo. Managers, in this sense, see events taking place that, to them, signal the need for change. They perceive the internal context of change as it relates to structure, culture, systems of power and control, which gives them further clues about whether it is worth trying to introduce change. The changes may occur in response to the change in technology used, changes in customer taste preferences and expectations, changes as a result of competition, changes as a result of government legislation, changes as a result of alterations in the economy at home or abroad, changes in communication media, changes in society's value systems, changes in the supply chain. Now we come to planned change. Planned change is the process by which organizations move from the existing state to desired future state to increase their effectiveness. The goal of planned organizational change is to find new or improved ways of using resources and capabilities in order to increase an organization's ability to create value and improve returns to its stakeholders. An organization in decline may need to restructure its resources to improve its fit with the environment. The effective and progressive management of change can assist in shaping a future which may better serve the enterprise's survival prospects. The Industrial Revolution, which developed in Europe between 1750 and 1880, accelerated the rate of change to an extent never previously thought possible. IBM and General Motors, for example, experienced falling demand for their products in the 1990s and have been searching for new ways to use their resources to improve their performance and attract customers back. Planned organizational change is normally targeted at improving effectiveness at one or more of four different levels. Number one, human resources. Number two, functional resources. Number three, technological capabilities. And number four is organizational capabilities. that I'm going to discuss one by one. Human resources. Human resources give an organization a competitive advantage. Organizations must continually monitor their structures to find the most effective way of motivating and organizing human resources to acquire and use their skills. Typical kinds of change efforts directed at human resources include new investment in training and development activities so that employees acquire new skills and abilities, socializing employees into the organizational culture so that they learn the new routines on which organizational performance depends, changing organizational norms and values to motivate a multicultural and diverse workforce, ongoing examination of the way in which promotion and reward systems operate in a diverse workforce, and changing the composition of the top management team to improve organizational learning and decision making. Next is functional resources. Each organizational function needs to develop procedures that allow it to manage the particular environment it faces. As the environment changes, organizations often transfer resources to the functions where the most value can be created. An organization can improve the value that its functions create by changing its structure, culture, and technology. The change from a functional to a product team structure may speed the new product development process. Alterations in functional structure can help to provide a setting in which people are motivated to perform. The change from traditional mass production to a manufacturing operation based on self-managed work teams often allows companies to increase product quality and productivity if employees can share in the gains from the new work system. Next is technological technological capabilities. Technological capabilities give an organization an enormous capacity to change itself in order to exploit market opportunities. The ability to develop a constant stream of new products or to modify existing products so that they continue to attract customers in one of the organization's core competencies. The ability to improve the way goods and services are produced in order to increase their quality and reliability in a crucial organizational capability. At the organizational level, an organization has to provide the context that allows it to translate its technological competencies into value for its stakeholders. This task This task often involves the redesign of organizational activities. IBM has recently moved to change its organizational structure to better capitalize on its strengths in providing IT consulting. Previously, it was unable to translate its technical capabilities into commercial opportunities because its structure was not focused on consulting but on making and selling computer hardware and software rather than providing advice. Last one is organizational capabilities. Through the design of organizational structure and culture, an organization can harness its human and functional resources to take advantage of technological opportunities. Organizational change often involves changing the relationship between people and functions to increase their ability to create value. Changes in structure and culture take place at all levels of the organization and include changing in the future, sorry, include changing in the routines and organization, sorry, include changing in the routines and individual uses to greet customers, changing work group relationships. improving integration between divisions, and changing corporate culture by changing the top management team. These four levels at which change can take place are obviously interdependent. It is often impossible to change one without changing another. Now we come to unplanned change. Organizations often are responsive to changes that are unplanned, especially those derived from the factors internal to the organization, because not all the fact forces for changes are the results of strategic planning. These internal forces for changes are changing demographic composition of employees. More and more women with the professional qualifications are joining the organization at the junior and middle management levels. Many of the old retired employees from government and public sector are joining the private sector, therefore changing the employee demographics. With the opening up of economy and globalization, the workforce is also continually becoming more diverse. Performance gaps. Organizations usually stay with a winning course of action and change in response to failure because they follow a win, stay, lose, change rule. A product line, a product line that is not moving, a vanishing profit margin, a level of sales that is not up to corporate expectations. These are the examples of gaps between real and expected levels of organizational performance. Those organizations that are best prepared to mobilize change in response to expected downturns are expected to be the ones that succeed. Forces responsible for unplanned change. Challenges faced by an organization is its ability to respond to changes from outside, something over which it has little or no control. As the environment changes, organizations must follow the suit because the organizations that can best adapt to changing conditions tend to survive. Two of the most important unplanned external factors are government regulations, with the opening up of the economy and various laws passed by the government about delicensing, full or partial convertibility of the currency, etc. The way in which the organizations need to operate change swiftly. Economic competition in the global arena. Because of foreign players in the competitive market, Indian industries have to find ways and the mechanisms to safely and profitably run their business. As a result, companies must often fight to maintain their share of market, advertise more effectively, and produce products more inexpensively and to survive. Extensive globalization uh, presents formidable challenges to all organizations wishing to compete in the world economy. The norm of pervasive change brings problems, challenges, and opportunities. Although competition has always been crucial to organizational success, today competition comes from around the globe. This is all about planned and unplanned change. Thank you.
Dear students, if you have any doubts or confusion, you can share it in our WhatsApp groups. Thank you.